Pass the torch. I brought a rag up here because on comedy specials I see that like people get really sweaty and I'm a sweaty guy, so I have my rag up here all prepped just in case. I know. It's hot. It's super hot up here. You don't know these kiddos. The show this should go to show like how lazy I am actually. Like we put a lot of work into this, but I was like, I don't want to drive to the Comedy Store. Can you just come to my house? Tell me jokes here. I was driving to work the other day, and I suddenly realized, oh shit, I forgot to put on deodorant, and I panicked. I was like, what am I gonna do? You're just gonna have to act normal. Do I usually wave first to people, or do people usually say hello to me first? Oh, they're gonna know! It was like I murdered someone, and the body was in the trunk. And I got to work, and I was like, hey guys, and they're like, what's wrong with you? Nothing, there's nothing in the trunk. I had this really embarrassing moment a couple weeks ago. I'm walking to work. I'm always going to work. I have a very interesting life. And I'm walking to work, and a car does a right-hand turn in front of me through the alley. And the sun was hitting just right, so I couldn't see the detail of the person's face. I could tell she was a woman, but I couldn't see her. And she gave me this wave off her steering wheel. For that long. Like, it's a long one. It's not like a, thanks for letting me go, I didn't hit you. It's a long one. And my stupid brain was all Sherlocked on me and was like, hey man, so you're at work. You probably know her because she's waving to you for that long. And what you should do now is wave back because that's the polite thing to do. So I gave her this wave. Forrest Gump with that face on my face. And then she came perpendicular and I saw her face. And it was not someone that I knew. And she drove by like this. And I yelled as she drove by, I gave you the wrong wave! I meant this one. Don't listen to this thing up here. It's a liar. I've got a 3-year-old daughter. We're eating breakfast, and she goes, Daddy, I want you to pee in your mouth. Which is a fucked up thing to say. Unless you're shooting a porno, and we're not shooting a porno at 10 a.m. But when you've got kids, like, you can't freak out when they say something that's messed up, because if you get all serious on it, like, don't you say that again, that's disgusting. They'll immediately just go, oh, I'm totally saying that again. As soon as Mom gets home, I'm saying that immediately to her. So I played it really cool, and I just said, you know, honey, I can't pee in my mouth. Like, all cool like that. Like, no, dude, I've tried. It doesn't work. And she goes, yes, you can, Daddy. You just cut off your penis, and you pee in your mouth. But you probably won't like it. Which is accurate. No, that's true. Yeah, I probably wouldn't like any of it. I was kind of worried, though. I was really worried. I was like, what should I do? So I made a few phone calls, and I have strings. And now she's the youngest staff writer for It's Always Sunny on Philadelphia. So she's doing really well. People without kids, they say, oh my God, they say the cutest thing to me. They say, oh, it's adorable. They go like this. They go, oh, I'm so tired. No, you're not. Sometimes you'll hear on the news, like, mother drowns her 2 children and then flees to Vegas. And I used to think, oh my God, how could you do that to your own children? They're your flesh and blood. And now I just think, I hope she had a good time in Vegas. Got her nails done, just needed a break. It's hard being a parent. I don't have a lot of free time. I'm constantly multitasking where I shouldn't. I'm like scrubbing the toilet as I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, wrong brush. It doesn't work. Like, my latest thing is I'm just trying to like calm my brain down. I'm like, I need to meditate again. Where can I fit that? This'll work. I'll meditate while I drive. Move your Prius, move your Prius, move your Prius, move your Prius. Like, it's not quite working to get to enlightenment, but I'm a really chill driver, which works a lot. There's a saying, you don't truly know yourself until you have children. And I think that's true, because I think a lot of people found out that they're truly assholes. I heard this guy bragging about his daughter, and he was like, yeah, she's 3, and she knows all the 50 states and all the capitals. I'm like, if you've got a kid that's got that type of mind, why would you pump him full of that arbitrary information? Like, that's pointless. My daughter knows her mother's phone number by heart, and we didn't teach it to her. She was just like, what's Mama's phone number? And I was like, it's this. And then the next day she's like, what's Mama's phone number? And I was like, it's this. And the next day she went over to the phone and went, Siri, call this number, and called her mom. So those 2 kids, they get kidnapped. Guess who's coming home?
Alaska is?
Dude, George, we gotta get the shovel. I can't deal with this. Get in the trunk. We're going to Barstow. Fucking have it. It's hard being a parent. I don't know how people did it back in the day. Like on the Oregon Trail. Can you imagine having like 3 shitty kids? You're like 50 miles outside of Kentucky. You barely left.
Dad, are we there yet?
No, we get there in September, and it's May! A snake bit me on the face. Why was your face that close to a snake? Just put some dirt on it. Actually, honey, dirt makes it worse. Then you deal with it, Martha. You're the worst dad. Dad, a horse kicked me in the face, and I can't feel my eye, and I can't move this arm, I can't move this leg very well. Martha, I love Trevor like he was my own son. He is your own son. Really red hair and lots of freckles, just like Mr. Jones, who used to live up the street. But that's not the conversation we're having again right now. He's a liability, and we need to get to Oregon before winter. Trevor, I love you like you were my own son. Now let that be a lesson to you. I hear another word out, I will send up smoke signals, and I will bring down the entire Iroquois nation on you. Skin your little hairy heads off of your skulls.
Dad,
What?
we're actually in Blackfoot country.
Get in the wagon, Susie! Going to goddamn Oregon. And then you get to Oregon and you're like, it fucking rains here all the time! This wasn't in the pamphlet, Martha! So me and Gary Busey. First of all, I should preface this with, we're really stoned. Okay, so we've broken into Pali High. That's in the Palisades. It's Santa Monica. We've broken into Palisades High School. And we're on the football field, and we've got this baby seal with us. And we're just chucking it back and forth, and it just feels so good. And it makes this cute little noise when it spins. It's like, right? Gary, though, he's getting bored. He's like, come on, man, let's get out of here. Let's go crush some puss. And I need to stop right here and just say a few words about that. Why would you want to crush a puss? Such a violent term, to crush a puss, and they're so soft and wet and nice. Why would you want to crush it? Like if you're making a marinara, like, you know, marinara. If you're making a marinara, of course you're gonna crush the hell out of those tomatoes. If you're making a mojito, you're gonna crush some ice. If you're a parent, you're gonna crush some hopes and dreams. Crush a puss? was. I don't take issue with this with Gary at the moment, though. So I'm just like, all right, one more. And I love this perfect bullet. Just spins. And I think the light was in his eye, but it careened off his shoulder, and it just splattered all over the 30-yard line. The smell. Gary. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am an actor. Typically, mostly TV, and typically I just kind of move the plot forward for the detectives. They'll be like, do you know about this? And I'll say stuff like, exposition, exposition, exposition. More exposition. Exposition on Tuesday. Or I'll say stuff like this. What's up, little stank? You got my shit? And then later in the episode, you don't got my shit, little stank? I want my dinero. But little stank does not have my dinero. We don't see little stank for the rest of the episode. There was this moment in like my late 20s where I thought, this could go somewhere. Like I felt my career kind of taking off, and I was just like, this is it, I can quit waiting tables. And I had this big audition for Batman Begins as Batman. Casting was totally open, like they're really open-minded about this. So, before I forget, spoiler alert. La 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 la. Batman is Bruce Wayne. So, I go into the waiting room. Chris is over here, Matt and Ben are over there, because those two fags are always together. And then Will is over there. Like, they're gonna go black on Batman, I don't know. I'm just They're not that open. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I sit down next to Chris, and he's like, oh, mate, fuck. I thought I stood a chance next to those two assholes, and of course they're not going black on this, but now that you're here, there's just no way, and I just bought a new house. Which, by the way, that's a spot-on Christian Bale impression. Just take note, it's like a masterclass right now. And I'm like, oh, Chris, you're gonna be great. What's your Batman voice like? And he's like, what do you mean a Batman voice? I'm like, well, Batman has like a, you know, like an intimidating voice, you know, and like Bruce Wayne, he just talks normal. He's like, oh shit, man. I didn't even think about it. What's your Batman voice like? I'm like, all right, okay. On the second scene, I say, where are the drugs? You know, it's kind of like Harrison Ford in Air Force One. He's like, get off my plane! Or Chesty. It's like, Mike, thank you. I really appreciate it. So they take him into the office. I knew I shouldn't have told that story. It's bringing it all back. Because this could have been the one! He comes out of the audition, Nolan's like practically sucking himself off in the back, casting's patting him on the back, and then the producers are just like, we found him! He stole my voice! I was Ariel and he was Ursula. And I was like, where are the drugs? Where are the drugs? The thing about anal sex is that there's a vagina right there. It's like right there. It's like a duplex. They share a wall. So it's like the vagina is apartment 1A. And you go over there and you're like, knock knock. Who is it? It's me, Richard. Oh, hey, Dick. Actually, the door unlocks from the outside. Just push that little button above the door just for a little bit. Oh, Dick, get your skinny ass in here. And then you go to apartment 2B. Knock, knock. Who is it? It's me, Dick. I don't know no Dick! Your neighbor in 1A, she said that I might fit really nicely in here, and that it won't be long. I won't be long at all. Oh! Oh, you the motherfucker making all that noise. You ain't coming in here. In June, I stopped drinking for about a month. I was getting to that point where I was drinking so often that I was waking up like this. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm still alive. But then, it's amazing what not drinking will do, because after just a month, I was waking up like this. Oh, fuck. I'm still alive? But I am trying to eat healthier, so it's not just this, like, chicken burrito highway through my body. Whole Foods is a really good spot if you're trying to eat cleaner. They have a lot of organic things. You ever leave Whole Foods with any money? Every time I go there, I gotta call my bank. Hi, I'd like to request a credit line increase. Yeah, $1,000 should be fine. No, nothing fun. I just ran out of gluten-free water. I know I didn't know water had gluten in it either. It's really like decreased my bloating quite a lot. Have you done the no carbon diet? Oh, that's the worst one. You can't eat anything. Science, guys. It's science. It's not carbon. Never mind. You can get a green juice at Whole Foods. Every time I get a green juice, I think, this is it. I'm gonna kick the shit out of this day. Because it's something really good that you're doing for yourself. I'm like, this Monday's mine. I should have gotten a coffee. Those are fucking terrible. I don't know what's lost in translation here, because vegetables are delicious. Do you want an extra shot of goat ass juice in your green juice? It's fresh pressed organic, free trade goat ass juice from the Saharan plain. And 0.05% of the profits go to the starving goat herders' starving babies. We're all trying to do our part. Oh, this tattoo? It's Sanskrit. Yeah, it means spiritual gangster. I got it after yoga teacher training when I changed my name to Ashanti. Did you remember your bags? Where are they? They're in the trunk of my car. Where they stay. So me and Gary Busey. We weren't really stoned this time, so I don't really see I don't have an excuse. But we're working the 7-year-old's birthday party, and he's Elsa, and I'm Anna. And I think we're doing a great job. But the 7-year-old, the birthday girl, she is not impressed with Gary. And mind you, he's not a super attractive man, but he's doing his best. And she's yelling at him,
You're not a good Elsa.
loses his shit and tears her head off of her body. The parents are losing their minds. The mom especially is just freaking out. The dad is just like, she kind of sucked. It was really, I just feel like it was just so impulsive, and if he could just get a handle on his anger, because it was a good gig. I mean, it was tips plus free cake. People need to chill the fuck out about the environment. They really do. Okay, let me backtrack, because that came out really wrong. It came out like, fuck the earth! It came out like that. That's what I mean, so let me restart that. I just think people are getting, like, they're just kind of cute and about the environment, and kind of self-righteous about the whole thing. Like, I'm all for composting. There's a compost heap right back there. And, like, drive a Prius. Do what you can to save the earth. Just don't be a dick about it. Like, I don't care if, like, I never buy bottled water because it's bad for the earth. You know, that plastic island? I don't contribute to that in the Pacific. Like, if you're gonna be... Here's the best way to be the best environmentalist that you can. You gotta kill yourself. Because unless you are completely off the grid and living with the Amish and churning your own butter, you're still making a negative dent. Like, there's no way around it. You're like, look at this, like, stainless steel water bottle that I got. Where'd you get it? Amazon. Okay, but they didn't bring it in a Prius. They brought it in a gas-guzzling van. So what? So here's what you gotta do. You can't shoot yourself, because that would be promoting gun violence. And you can't take, like, pills and just go out quietly and watching Netflix. You have to, you dig a hole by a tree, and then you stab yourself in the heart. Elliott Smith can do it. You can do it too. And you fall in, and then you feed the tree. If you want to go the extra mile, you kill your whole family. And if you want to go the extra you can't fly to China because that would be making way too much of like a carbon trail behind you. But somehow you get to China, then you kill all of China, and then you kill yourself. I personally am doing my best to save the planet from global warming. Like if it's a hot day and I'm driving my car, I got the air conditioning on, like really high, it's nice and cool. Like I almost need a jacket. And I roll up to a stoplight. I'll roll down the window. And I'll let all that cold air cool down, atmosphere. That's for you, Mother Earth. Chill out. So me and Gary Busey, he defriended me on Facebook. It just really wasn't working out. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming to the show.